What is going on, guys? It's Toby here with the Zesty Man, and today we're gonna be picking up the Camaro. So it's finally done. I am super excited. I mean, we're gonna hear this cam chop and hopefully everything goes smooth. We can take it home. This car suits you, man. All you need to do is pull up to Starbucks in it next.
We are going to Starbucks next.
That brother didn't pay the activation subscription for Apple Maps. No, I'm just joking. Anyways, we're about 14 minutes away from Hades Motorsports. Oh Lord, boys, oh Lord, this is about to be sick. See Sully right out there. Oh Lord, oh Lord. This is incredibly nerve-wracking, but we're about to load the tune. This is my first time sitting in this car in 6 months. Wow. So let's get this tune loaded up and hear this chop. Oh, it looks like I actually can't flash the car because my tuner sent me a VCM file and not an RTD flasher. So we're gonna be waiting here until he sends me the correct file. 15-ish seconds away from the first startup. I'm flashing the tune literally right now. Go ahead and do a log because the tuner told me to, so let's hit this. We gotta do 15 minutes of driving, just normal driving, nothing crazy. We'll put this over here and then send him off to him to see what he thinks. So obviously right now it's not driving any different, still needs an alignment, but it's not driving any different because I'm not going hard on the car, you know, just normally driving it. We're getting this log, so you're not supposed to exceed 25% throttle, you're not supposed to exceed 2,000 RPM. You're supposed to get a lot of idle in. I mean, this is the same process that I've shown multiple times. And I'm basically just gonna run circles around the shop until we get that 15-minute mark. And I'm probably gonna idle for a good 5 minutes too, because he probably needs to adjust some of the idle as well. This is just a base file. And we also have to see why we have the, what do you call it? The check engine too. The okay to go home, but I'm just gonna load another revision that Justin just sent me off of the first log I just sent. So we're at the gas station right now. And as soon as I load this, we'll get on the road, so. I think it's this one right here that I need to get on the car. No, I'm not trying to be like you.
The good store, 5-inch lengths.
Yeah. Anyways, since we flashed the new tune, we basically cleared all the DTCs, so the car should do a remote start. I really want to hear what it sounds like on the outside. Do it. Oh, it's dropping more now. Devin here is going to show you guys how it creeps once you put it in drive. You kind of see it. Oh, that is so weird. All my gauges just turned back on. They were not working. I was just going to investigate why. But anyways, look at this. The entire laptop is shaking. You can kind of see it. And I'm in here, I'm like, Justin just confirmed what I suspected. So he did increase the chop with this revision. You can really hear it. All right, we gotta drive. I'll get another idle clip. I honestly totally forgot that I'm supposed to really vary the RPMs for this break-in procedure, so I'm just gonna go on the highway and just, you know, give it some throttle to about 3,000 RPM, let off, and vary the RPMs for this first 1,000 miles. That's how I'm supposed to break it in. That's what they say. All right, listen to this. So we made it all the way back to West Palm Beach with Sully. No problems whatsoever. Let's not jinx it, but now I'm gonna get some braking oil from Advance. So we need that VR1 Valvoline, however you say it.
Valvoline.
How do you say it?
Valvoline.
Okay, Valvoline.
Yeah.
So this is the oil we need. I'm not gonna scream in here because these guys are already giving me really bad looks, but yeah, this is it. VR1 20W50, and then it's full conventional, not synthetic blend, and we need an oil filter. Let's go.
A few moments later.
Update the vlog real quick. So we are stranded on the side of the highway right now. The car is stalled out when I came to a complete stop, so we're thinking it's the battery for now, but we really don't know what to do. We don't have anybody else who could give us a jump. The semi guy is kind of just there chilling, and yeah, I don't know, we're stranded on the side of the highway, so I might call the tow truck under my insurance. I have a free tow. Definitely not motor related because it turns over, it cranks. I'll insert a video exactly of what I'm talking about so you're able to see it. It goes and the crank pulley rotates, so it's not like the motor blew and we have an issue like that. Definitely something minor, and now I'm actually stranded on the side of the highway. I want to just tell everyone just what just happened at Ale House after we just ate.
We just met some cool people sitting at Ale House. They were eating and they recognized Toby, and then I got up and he was like, "Oh, the Zesty Man."
And what did you do to me?
I flicked Toby off because Toby is the reason why everyone calls me the Zesty Man. But I don't care, it's cool, it's fine. They were super nice, I love them a lot.
How close that is to the floor, but it cleared, so we should be good. It's going straight to my stepbrother's house, and then I guess the shop is going to come pick it up tomorrow morning, and we'll see what they say regarding the repair or whatever is going on, because right now we're just keeping it an open-ended yes. I'm not going to come up with any definitive answers. And the good thing is that the crank is moving. That's all I care about. There's no knocking noise. We're good on that end. And it cranks up, it just doesn't start. So we just need to figure out what's going on, and we should have Sully back in no time. So I guess we're gonna leave Sully here. We just unloaded it, twisted the wheel with no power steering whatsoever. And I guess we'll also get an update tomorrow morning. I'm gonna get some sleep though. I'm completely exhausted, and the Tesla literally has, what, 10% left on it after driving 130 miles? Fantastic. We do have an update for Sully, but in the meantime, we're gonna go in this built motor RS3 with an upgraded turbo, built trans too. It makes 1,000 wheel. We're probably gonna drag it. Just like that, Jeremy's having to put more water in the coolant fill. So apparently this thing is being broken in, and it just has too much air in the system, and he has to burp it out, and that's why it's overheating. So I guess it's when you break it in. My Camaro actually was low on coolant too when I picked it up the other day. We're gonna get a draggy in this thing. I got it all set up. It wasn't working a second ago, so he said it should do a mid 4-second on the street. It's wildly off still on the draggy. It's like so off. So here's the update on Sully. My high pressure fuel pump basically broke because there was a lack of clearance between the lash cap and the actual high pressure fuel pump. So the clearance wasn't measured out properly, and it was off by 0.004 of an inch, and that caused my high pressure fuel pump to break whenever the cam rotated. So the cam rotated, and at the peak of the lobe, it put way too much pressure on the high pressure fuel pump and broke it. That's why I lost fuel rail pressure the second it happened. Now, I said it was a dead battery in the beginning of this video to troll. So I wanted to basically see if I could get more of a reaction on TikTok, and it proved to be very, very successful. I looked at Devin when it happened, and I said, "Hey Devin, what's a way that we can, boost interaction on this video and document that the car broke down?" And he's like, "Blame it on something that it isn't." So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna blame it on a battery, even though it makes no sense whatsoever. And I'm inspecting all the fuel lines within the video. I'm looking at my fuel line right now, okay? Nothing is out of the ordinary with that. All tidy. That's attached. Go all the way back to those lines right there. I don't see anything, unless you do. Let me know if you see something. And it worked big time. A lot of people blew up the video because they were like, "It's not a battery, you idiot," this and that. But anyways, long story short, we're headed to Hades Performance right now. I just picked up this LT1 high pressure fuel pump from Connor's car. You guys have definitely seen him within my videos before. He has a Corvette, and he went to the LT4 fuel system, so that's why he doesn't need it anymore.
1 week later.
But now we're gonna go pick up Sully. So it actually turned out to be more than just a high pressure fuel pump. When the high pressure fuel pump broke, it sprayed a bunch of fuel into the oil, and I was really concerned that I was gonna wash out a rod bearing, but somehow I didn't. I don't know how like that's gonna hold up long term. We'll do a couple of oil analysis though before I boost the car. And then on top of that, the high pressure fuel pump that Connor gave me did not work on the car whatsoever. So apparently Chevy changed over to a different high pressure fuel pump design in 2019, and Connor has a 2018 Vet Stingray, so that has the 2018 LT1 in it, so that didn't work. So I had to do like a nationwide search for it. I finally got one. Then we tried to start the car, and guess what? Still didn't start. So we had to get a tune revision. Now we finally got the tune revision. I mean, it's all been a bunch of crazy drama, and now finally we can maybe pick the car up. Hades now, but there was a portion of time where we thought the motor may have blown, because even after changing out the plugs that looked absolutely terrible, I'll put a picture of them on the screen, and basically changing out the oil that was contaminated with a bunch of fuel, the car still wouldn't crank up. So we had the new high pressure fuel pump in there. It was building fuel rail pressure. Car still wouldn't start. So then they checked compression, because obviously if it doesn't have proper compression in any of the cylinders, it's not going to start and run. So that was a suspicion. And then it turned out to be just a tune issue. So they reverted the car back to the base tune, and somehow it ran perfectly fine. So I don't know. Hopefully everything goes smooth today with picking it up. We're literally here though. And I just hope I can make it home, and I hope everything is together. Pretty sure we're gonna go ahead and change tunes here with this thing, but it runs as is. We just need to make sure that everything is 100% before we get on the road, because we don't want to chance it. Look at this sick McLaren that I spotted on the way out. We're gonna take Sully to the car wash before we stop our road trip for today and get back home. The reverse brake.
I swear I'm not
Yeah, I know. That's what I was talking about. Joel, what are your honest thoughts on the car? You like it?
I like it. Yeah. Would I drive it?
When
No.
we boost it? You wouldn't drive it?
Not with the, like, I can't see, bro. I'm
Yeah.
6 foot tall. I mean, I got space, but like,
That's the only problem with this car.
this is all I see.
Yeah, you see nothing. Last thing that we're gonna do is just run out some run-in miles or break-in miles. So we went all the way down to Boynton Beach just to see that new haunted house movie, and then I'll tell you guys how it is, and we'll close out this vlog. We're going to Cars and Coffee tomorrow, though.
Bro,
You know,
I farted a little too hard, and I got.
what are your thoughts on how it sounds?
It sounds good.
But it smells bad, right?
I mean, it's all right. It smells like race car.
About you guys, but that new haunted house was a total miss. It was not good whatsoever. And John also had some crazy sort of gas issue, so he was ripping it every 3 seconds. Any thoughts, John?
Boop. And the old guy was funny. He was like, hey.
So on that note, if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And we need to get some sleep.